Destruction is the best. Yeet. 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 It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus.
NGNZ has redeemed first. Skinjaya Sano is here.
Destruction is the best. I can hold this mouse better than anyone could hold this
Ozark_mob is here.
Mainly because I wouldn't allow them into my house to hold this mouse. But nonetheless, destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeah. I make great background music. Wait, I'm music? Yeah. I'm music. We'll go with that. Ash Rain music, bro. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. How are you doing today, my dudes? GGNG redeeming first. Welcome in Mrs. Ken and Ozark. And welcome in everybody across all the platforms. How are you doing? I got on my new Minecraft shirt today.
Brinkman20
Look at
is
this
here.
one. This one's my favorite of the Minecraft shirts that I got, with all the blocks and stuff on it. So it's sick. How's everybody doing though? I had something. Oh, right. The other day, yesterday, potentially, or the day before, I don't remember. I updated the Colonel Kingdom SMP, which is our community server, to 26.1.2. And I also installed a plugin that lets you, if you have Voxy and some other mod installed, it lets you see a render distance of up to like, I think the server will provide up to 256 Voxy chunks around you. It's like really cool. And so I'm going to be posting some instructions in the Discord for anyone that is whitelisted on the server on how to get that up and running. And there is an update to the kernel mod pack that is pending release for like 10 hours now for 19.6.0 for me to have it installed. But let me show you. Let's get in here. So I didn't know this was overlaid. The Colonel Kingdom SMP, if you are a member over on YouTube, you can join the Discord and get whitelisted by linking your account. But let me show you, chat. So if we get on the server. Oh, I'm in Grayson's base. I forgot I was in here. How do I get out of here? Oh, I went the wrong way. I thought I'd be outside. I didn't remember coming in here. I always come in here to loot his stuff. But if you come in here, we got Voxy, and the server will just send you up to 256 chunks now, but then you can still keep your client as high of a render distance as you want. So you can, when you're here at the spawn, you can see spawn over there. You can see Grayson's base, LeBron. You can see all the way to Darcy's base. Some other bases around here. It is great. I absolutely love it. And I also installed another plugin on the server that lets you see if see players further away as well. So you'll be able to see people up to 500 chunks away, which is sick. But let's get into the hardcore world. My day has been all right. And I'm ready to dig a hole, chat. All right. We we should craft more rockets. We should craft more rockets, chat. Let's do it. Boop, boop, boop.
T0P_geek is here.
What's up, Top? How you doing? All right. Cool. I made the perfect amount of rockets. All right. Anything to clean up over here? Some more wandering trader heads. Those are coming through pretty frequently now. Oh, 2 of them in there. Okay. Our ender chest is full, so let's just keep topping this area up. And then more wandering trader heads. Too many, dude. There's too many. I don't know if the hole's gonna get any deeper today. We're just gonna make progress on the current layer. But let's go repair our tools and then get headed over there. Boop, 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 boop. Tools, right. I forgot what I was doing. Screw it, I will repair these tools. Just so I can repair my armor and wings at the same time. Oops. Okay. How's this looking? Oh, it's getting so full. It's getting so full, chat. We have more green dye than we could ever use. For a random reason. Ooh. Dang it, I missed. Whoop. Ouch. For tool repairs. I just repaired all my tools in the blink of an eye. That's how chat works. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's get to the hole, chat. You ready? I'm ready. Make a massive green leaf. Oh, weed leaf. I was like, I have giant green leaves there, but there's no green dye involved. I mean, you can't turn green dye into a block. You can make some green blocks out of it, but like, you're talking like, oh, you know what, chat? We need to run to the end. We need to run to the end today because we need to run the Voxy command in the end so that we can generate all the Voxy chunks in that dimension. Sound good? I hear a ghast. I just realized that because we did last week we did the overworld, or earlier in the week, maybe, I don't know. Then last stream on Tuesday we did the Nether, and then, well, today we'll do the end, and then we'll have all 3 dimensions done so that Voxy has them all loaded. Oh, I have a fascinating story about Voxy. I haven't been to the end in so long, dude. Okay. I have to run the... Whoa, I forgot about that. Voxy import this world. Ah! I was wondering if we'd be able to see the chunks from here. It makes the end seem so small. Oh my god, look at all those end cities. It finished. All right, 10,000 chunks in 20 seconds. No, it finished in 20 seconds, averaging 10,000 chunks per second. Interesting. Wow. Wow. Look at the sky when I zoom in, though. The static, like, I have a higher resolution of the ground than I do the sky. What is this? How does that make any sense? And I forgot about the end flashes. Oh my god. This is my first time seeing them. This is my first time seeing the end flashes, dude. Oh, and these farms over here. Yep, there's the Wither Skelly farm. Oh, did that blow itself up? Or is that water intentional? Do I fly there? I don't know. It looks like it blew itself up to me. That looks pretty blown up. That looks pretty blown up. Okay, we still have a wither. All right, let's just go get up top. Oh god, the lighting. Very interesting. All right. Free cam, let's get down here. We're not getting any Enderman spawns. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, no. Well. Are they... They're just dying of fall damage. Are they... What is this? I don't know how I feel about this. It feels kind of borked. Well, what really matters to find out is is there anything down here? We've got a stack and a bit of wither roses. None's gonna spawn up here while I'm down there, though. We don't need wither roses right now, chat, but I am a little concerned that this looks blown up. Okay, let all those guys go down. All right, they're all definitely dead, and they all would have died either the right way or the wrong way. And if there's any wither roses down here now, we'll know that it's working. There's none. I think they're dying of fall damage, and I think this place is severely broken. Oh well. Let's add it to the to-do list. I'll just fly back. 'Cause I can. Yeah, dude, having Voxy's insane. Oh, in the end, I love this. Oh my god. And it'll be so easy to be able to see where I haven't gone. You know? It'll be so easy to be like, oh, where have I not gone in the end yet? Okay, this way. Yeah, that was an insanely short flight. Wow. All right, let's go dig a hole now. Oh, I got some wither roses, I guess. Okay. That was worth it. That was worth it. Oh, right. I wanted to talk about Voxy because I found something weird about Voxy compared to Bobby. When I used Bobby before, chat, it had to like create a copy of the chunks, right? To use, to render its extremely far render distance, right? And it stored that within the Minecraft like root of your Minecraft install in a Bobby folder. Well, Voxy stores its copy inside a Voxy folder inside your world file. And if you don't know this about me, I make a backup of my hardcore world at the end of every stream so that if my computer gets corrupted or if catches on fire or whatever, I have a copy of it. And yes, before you ask, I play hardcore and I play entirely on stream. So if I die, it's on stream. I die, you know, plus why would I have any reason to you know, whatever, just disposing of that. So I make a backup in case something happens outside of my control, right? Well, Voxy doubled the size of the backup. It took my compressed backup from like 46 gigs to like 83 gigs or something like that. And I was like, oh no. So today I rewrote the backup script that I use to avoid the Voxy files, which that took a little bit of time. But geez, man, I was like, oh no. I was like, I can't stomach these being double the size. I don't have the disk space for that. I mean, I do, but I don't want to. Oh yeah, it does that with Voxy. It's hilarious. So something you'll notice about Voxy, watch when I zoom into the terrain. When you look at it from here, the blocks look almost like, you can tell it's blocky, right? But when I zoom in, watch. Oh, no, that must be close enough. Hold on. Okay, maybe I'm not looking far enough away. All right, if I look way out there. Oh, see, everything just shrunk. The first time you look at something and it needs to adjust its resolution, everything kind of like, it rounds up and makes larger blocks for you to see from further away. It's kind of cool, actually. Where'd I leave my box at? I think that's like a really cool feature, personally. So you don't end up with something super blurry when you look at it far away. You're seeing things that Minecraft knows how to render for this distance you are away from it. And then when you zoom in, it's like, well, let me do a little zoom, you know, and then it recalculates. Boom, 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 boom. MIP map settings. That sounds right. That sounds right. Boom, 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 boom. Gotta catch them all, am I right? Boom, 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 boom. All right, chat. Now that our 15 minutes of intro stupidness is out of the way, let's dig a hole. You ready? We are on -9 today. Or for everyone that asks later in the stream, I'm gonna say -no. They'll get it. They'll get it. Everyone knows that 9 is no, so we'll play on that joke again. And then yeah, really, that's it. My goal today, actually, if you look at where we are in the hole, how close we are to halfway, if we could make it to like here, that would be great. Like where this lava is, that'd be insane. But now that I've said it, that's definitely not going to happen. Today is a full 4-hour stream, though. Yeah, it was huge.
Damn, this guy one is here.
We're going, the top of Bedrock is at -59, so we have a ways to go. But for anyone unfamiliar, this is a bowl-shaped hole. You can see that it's curving inwards, and it's actually going to start curving very aggressively, especially when we get down to the bottom. So, like, the layers are going to start shrinking drastically before we get to bedrock. Oh, we could. I won't be, though. Mm-hmm. I'm digging the music today, though. This is one of the, like, arcade albums or whatever they call it. Why did I have to yawn? Why did I have to yawn, chat? Starting the day off wrong. I'm here to dig a hole. Did someone say meatloaf? And then scores a bullseye. Salisbury steak. Oh, you did meatloaf today, and it was wonderful. Almost borderline meatloaf. Oh, Salisbury steak, and it was wonderful. Almost borderline meatloaf. You're saying the Salisbury steak was so good, it was almost as good as meatloaf? I haven't had Salisbury steak in, like, decades, man. I do remember in, like, elementary school, the once a month they would have Salisbury steak. That was, like, bomb. Is there such thing as a trivia minigame? Where chat just says A through D to answer something like that. I don't know, but it might exist. Are you thinking of, like, generic trivia? Or, like, trivia where, like, I ask a question and chat answers it with A through D. Oh, I guess polls exist for that, right? Kahoot? Crockpot pulled pork barbecue sandwiches? I'm dying here without that. How are you gonna drop a dinner that extravagant in the chat and expect me not to end stream and run to the grocery store? Well, yeah, for Kahoot, yes. I think Vibes' question was more of like as a bingo replacement, as a words replacement, something where I can just turn on an overlay that asks questions and chat spams answers. Or maybe something more specific like Kahoot if I wanted to run it, right? But I enjoy mini games that are hands off. Well, yeah, not replacement. Yes. Equivalent. Ooh. Pork shoulders are BOGO. Dang. Sounds like a good deal. I'm glad you grabbed it up. Just how it's made, I guess it was made similar to meatloaf. We breaded and fried it, and it was like ground beef and breadcrumb mixture. Delicious. Delicious. Chat, when you use breadcrumbs. No, hold on. Yeah. When you use breadcrumbs, do you like getting like the whatever that can of breadcrumbs is, or does anyone here like actually like mash up bread kind of deal? I've had recipes that say like specifically like, oh, take bread and make breadcrumbs with it, or somewhere it's just go buy Blanco or something, right? I almost said Plinko. I don't think that's right. I know Gaggle does something. Bake your old bread into croutons and use that. Ooh. Does something, you watch a game show and you pause it and the chat does a guess A through D, but I think you have to manually pause to continue. Interesting. I do know that Words actually has more games in its universe. Words on stream. They have. Hold on, let me get to their main page. So they have Gartic on stream, but then they have here it is. Horizon TV is what they call the company. Emote Search. Save the Deal, Gartic Show. Oh, challenge your audience to guess what you are drawing. Oh boy. Stream pairs, invite your audience to find matching pairs competitively. Interesting. Yeah. You know what? This pairs game looks like something I could easily implement. Also, I just noticed they also have green site integrations now. They used to only have an integration to purple and red, but now they also have an integration to green. But you can only have a game connected to one of them at a time. You can't like link it to all your accounts and let people play from all your accounts, sadly. Or at least last time I checked. Oh, inventory is full. Yeah, if they did, that'd be great. You have to specify one platform, and then it asks you to log into that platform, and then it starts the game. You guys want to try stream pairs right now? And see if you like it? Like, I could just put it on as a minigame. Or, I mean, I could wait till I take a break. I'll do it when I take a break. I'll do it when I take a break today. We'll do stream pairs instead of words. Because today is a full 4 hours, so I am going to take a break at 11. So, we're digging a hole, actually. So that way you guys can see it full screen until you decide. Yeah, you won't be able to play the minigame in the red chat. We play the minigames in the purple chat whenever we play them. Indeed. Oh yeah, absolutely. Watching a Minecraft stream on your second monitor is like the perfect thing to do while playing Minecraft. Especially if you're also digging a hole. That way you can dig a hole while watching someone else dig a hole. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The purple site. You can find a link to all my socials in the bios, descriptions, etc. You're on the red site for reference on how these colors work. Watching Minecraft, playing Minecraft, and listening to Minecraft. That's just Minecraft. Yeah. It's how Minecraft is intended to be played with 3 monitors. Hear me out, okay? Your first monitor, obviously you have Minecraft open. Your second monitor has a stream open. And your third monitor has the wiki open. And that's just how it's meant to be played. Or the second monitor could have a tutorial or something. But that's just how you're supposed to play the game. I don't believe the netherite beacon is the right thing for that. But I do think that there should be a way. And I believe there eventually will be a way to insta-mine Deep Slate. But today is not that day. So I dig the hole at a reduced pace. Yes. Do 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 do. Goodness. Anyone got any plans this weekend? I had plans, but they were ruined by Jeff Bezos. He personally thwarted my delivery. I ordered. If you've been around all week, I ordered a new battery for my electric lawnmower. And it was supposed to come between the 21st and the 26th. Which, you know, is a window of time that's not like prime. And it took 4 days for it to change from a status of label has been printed. I'm not getting it before this weekend. I'm not getting it before this weekend, Chad. I'm not gonna get to install my battery in my mower, and I'm disappointed. My yard needs mowed. My mower needs fixed. But I am excited to swap over my electric mower from lead acid batteries to an LFP lithium iron phosphate battery. I think that's what it is. Boom, boom, boom. The hole must be dug. You broke your mower from mowing the yard. So mine is an electric mower, and I've absolutely loved having an electric mower, and I've had it for years now, and I haven't had any problems whatsoever until I literally mowed like 3 weeks ago now, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and it was perfectly fine. And then I went to mow last weekend, and normally with my electric mower and the size of my yard, I'll finish mowing with like 80% battery left. I got to my backyard and realized the mower had like 50% battery. I'm like, that's not normal. So then I do a couple laps around the yard, and then I look back down and I'm like, oh, it's at like 30% battery. I'm like, okay, let me just do the part over here where the kids play. And I like went and started doing that. And then like the mower got bogged down and it couldn't mow the grass. And I'm like, oh, it's at 10% battery. So I limped it back to the charger and I put it on overnight and it didn't charge at all. And I'm just like, okay, so the battery is just shot. There's 2 lead acid batteries in there. I'm assuming what happened is one of those lead acid batteries just crapped the bed. And it was, and it took the other one down with it. I don't know if I could have just replaced one of the 2 lead acid batteries, or maybe I could have fixed it and just trickle charged the lead acids directly and then put them back in. But I was just like, screw it, lithium upgrade. I wanted that for a while. Or I knew I would need to do that at some point, a lithium upgrade, because that is the one complaint people have with, electric mowers in general, is the lead acid batteries. But also, like, these mowers specifically, people say they have battery problems with them. And I'm like, I've never had battery problems. These people are exaggerating. It's because they, are people that just hate electric adoption. But what are you gonna do? It happens. 3/4 of the way, the handle just decided to AFU and stop staying upright. A handle like a push mower? Oh no. Man, my leg. I've been like super itchy the last like 2 or 3 days. I don't know. Yeah. I actually sold my push mower after literal years of not using it. I was like, I don't need this anymore. Because I had a self-propelled gas push mower, and then I hurt my back, and even it being self-propelled, what happened? I remember now. The self-propelled stopped working on it, and for the second time, the self-propelled stopped working, and rather than fixing it again, I just said, screw it, I'm buying an electric riding mower, and literally never touched it again. So I sold it after a while. Oh, don't need it. To dig a hole, you have to dig a hole. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, well. Oh, shoot. I just realized, TikTok, I haven't been able to hear your GIFs or see your chats. Oh, no. I refreshed it. Why am I not able to see what's going on? Thank you for all the GIFs happening in the TikTok chat. You guys are absolutely massive. And I'm sorry if I missed any messages. It disconnected on me. I see you guys are talking about electric mowers and crap. Man, I'm so upset I missed that. What do you say? you got an electric mower that uses the drill batteries, like a Ryobi one that uses like the 18 volt 1+ batteries, or like I also have the 40 volt kind of Ryobi weed eater and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And leaf blower. If I needed to get a push mower, I would get an electric one to match to use the same batteries as my weed whacker. Oh, we vibing. Digging a hole. Having a good night. Oh boy. Upgrade to a push one. Oh, an electric mower, like a riding mower. Yeah, TikTok chat's fixed now. I can see TikTok chat. I really recommend them, but you gotta take care of them. As in you gotta have them plugged in and charging 24/7. If you're not on the mower, it should be plugged in and charging. If you like unhook it for the winter or whatever, yeah, when you plug it back in and charge it up in the spring, that's going to damage your battery because you let it get so low, right? You have to just let it be and trickle charge 24/7, and your batteries will stay topped up and they'll be perfectly fine. Mine lasted like 4 years before I had a single battery issue. And I think it's just one of the 2 batteries in there are shot. And that's if you get a lead acid one. If you get a newer one that has lithium batteries built into it, you'll be fine. I mean, those have their own charging rules, but most of the like low end ones still have lead acid batteries in them usually. We'll get the diamonds, don't worry. We'll get everything. We are on negative no. And bedrock is at negative 59. Yeah. I don't use any like, so there's 2 Ryobi battery sets. There's the 18 volt 1+ system, and then they have the full 40 volt system. I use obviously like the drills and sanders and saws and stuff like that. 18 volts the only option, but like getting a leaf blower or a push mower, I get the 40 volt one, and you'll be fine. If you get an 18 volt leaf blower, you are going to be disappointed. But if you get their 40 volt system, it is absolutely like the battery is like a honking big old battery that slots in like a cartridge, and then it's got mad power, dude. Like you don't notice it's not gas except for the sound. Like it goes through anything. If you get outdoor tools like a weed whacker or a leaf blower or a push mower that is 18 volt, you're going to be disappointed, and you're going to believe all the people who say bad things about electric. But if you get the stuff that's powerful enough, that's where it's at. What really sold me is that I had a leaf blower that I don't know what I did wrong or how to fix it, but it would like start up, and whenever you would like pull the handle to full throttle, it would just die. So like I could like leaf blow at like half throttle and get nothing done. And I'm just like, man, I don't know how to fix this. And I probably could learn, but like if I get an electric motor either works or has bad smoke smell that I know it has something is wrong, right? There is two options. It works or there is the poof of death, right? And it's like, I can troubleshoot that. I know electronics. And it's just, yeah, and there's no maintenance. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate that. Yeah, there's a few geodes around here. We've actually mined 4 or 5 of them. We've encountered like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. Yeah, seeing the 40 volt system will do that. I mean, yeah. It's crazy though, just how good electric power tools and stuff are now. And like from a consumer brand like Ryobi, and not like one of the big like, you know, brands that's been around for like big construction brands, you know, like I don't even know, DeWalt maybe. I don't even know if that's a good one anymore. I just use Ryobi and I'm happy. There's the hole for anyone that wanted to see it. We started digging this hole in early January. Today is the 62nd. No. 38 plus 24. Yes, 62nd stream digging this hole. This hole is massive indeed. So Mickey, what I do to get the 40 volt tools is usually you buy one thing. It comes with a battery, right? I bought a leaf blower. No, I bought a weed whacker and a snow blower that were both 40 volt that came with the big batteries. But then I just went on Marketplace and I paid someone $35 for a $150 40 volt leaf blower. And I bought an attachment for the weed whacker to make it a chainsaw. And I bought an attachment for the weed whacker to make it an edger and stuff like that for like $20. And it's like, yeah, dude, that's the trick there. Buy new if you need the batteries, and then just get the rest off Marketplace. Oh yeah, dude. This hole is good. Slow and steady, but good. That's cool. Oh man. The sun is going down. Let's get a sleep in, chat. Well, you can go find the VODs from when I built it if you wanted to go scroll through the playlist of all my streams. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Might take you some time though. There's a lot of streams in that playlist. But if you are subscribed to the red site, this summer we're going to be hitting 20,000 days. Oh, chat, that sleep got us right now. We just hit 19,200 days. We are exactly 800 days away from the world tour, the next 20,000 day world tour. So chat, make sure you're subscribed on the red site for when that video comes out. Obviously, we're going to hit 20,000 days while we're live, and we're going to record the world tour live, but an edited, you know, polished up video will be on the published this summer within a week or two of actually hitting 20,000 days. Do I pay who? The copper golems, you mean? I pay them with, I pay them with their life, you know, if they're allowed to live. So yeah, I feel like that's a pretty fair deal. Employment? No, that's enrichment. That's just something for them to do occasionally. Put a shulker box here. Lawnmower because he has an old plug-in one. Oh yeah, dude, my neighbor had a plug-in leaf blower, and I was like, I forgot those existed. I know my grandma had one my entire life growing up, and I'm like, I forgot electric plug-in tools existed. You know, battery tech has come so far that I never once considered an electric tool having the ability to plug in. I play hardcore single player. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I don't do push mowers. I have a riding mower. Boom, boom. I don't have a, my back's not in good enough shape to push mow. Especially if it was one that I had to push the force to spin the blades. My parents had one of those at some point when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know why my parents got it. Like if they just saw it at a yard sale and grabbed it. Like it wasn't like old. It wasn't like an antique. It was like a modern, not well, modern. It was, you know, one. Really? Oh man. You're gonna be buying another riding for sure. Yeah. I actually used to have a bigger yard than I have at this house. And it was always such a pain to push mow. And then when I was having all my back problems and the self-propelled on my push mower died, I just said screw it and I bought the electric riding mower that I have. And then it was like dang, this has been great. And then we moved here with the smaller yard, and I kind of was like, do I justify keeping this electric riding mower? Like it's way too much for this yard. But like I don't want to push mow ever again. I have an electric riding mower and I absolutely love it. But the whole reason this conversation started is because I've had my mower for like 4 years now. And it's been very good to me. And then in the middle of mowing last weekend, the batteries just gave out. And it went from, normally I mow my entire yard and I have 80% battery left. Like literally 2 weeks ago when I mowed, I had 80% battery left when I finished, right? This weekend, when I went to mow, I got to my backyard, it was at 50%. I did a couple laps around the yard and it went down to like 30%. And then I was like, oh no, let me just mow the part where my kids play. And then I noticed it was at 10% and like it bogged up and was done. And I assuming one of the 2 lead acid batteries in it died, because I have a pretty small mower and a pretty small yard. I assume one of those batteries died, so I'm actually doing a lithium upgrade on it. And that was like a $400 battery to buy. But I'm like, you know what? I've had it for 4 years, and this is the first maintenance I've ever had to do. Like, it's not that bad of a thing to happen. Like, yeah. I'm sure if I had to be changing the oil on a gas one, and the cost difference of gas versus electric to power it, you know, you're probably also doing $400 in maintenance in 4 years on a gas mower. So like, whatever. I keep it's very important to know how to charge the batteries. You don't use like a tender like you would on a car. You leave it plugged into its wall charger 24/7. If you're not physically using it, or like, you know, leave or whatever, you should have it plugged in. And if you do that, your batteries will be perfectly fine. Lasted me years doing that. In the summer when it's hot, in the winter when it's cold, just leave it plugged in with its charger so it can make sure those lead acids stay topped up, and they'll be happy. That's all there is to it. Well, we're talking like electric mowers that have big battery packs that can mow. The small ones can mow an acre on a single charge, right? And even that's an understatement, right? The little ones can mow the big ones can mow like 2, 3, 5 acres, and they have like dedicated chargers that know how to keep them topped up. Boom, boom, boom. And they don't just plug into a wall either. They have like a kind of like your electric car charger. If you know what those look like, it's like that but smaller for just a mower. I hear you using scissors, bro. What I was telling Magic wants us to one day move somewhere with more land or whatever, and I was somewhere she wants somewhere with more land than my mower could presumably do on one charge. You know, and I'm just like, all I want is if we ever get somewhere with land one day, just a pipe dream, like we'll mow the part right around the house, and then we won't have neighbors close enough to care that the rest of the yard isn't mowed, and we'll throw down some wildflower seeds in there, and we'll just let it be. You know, the kids can go running in grass that goes up to knee high. It's got some flowers mixed in, just whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's all. Like, I don't want to maintain a yard. I maintain a yard because social pressure. Genuinely, if I could choose to not maintain my yard and let it grow a foot tall and just, do its own thing, I would prefer that. I would do that. But I also don't want to be the guy that has the house that all my neighbors are upset at me for having, even though I'm not an HOA and I never would be. Yeah. Yeah. That's a worry. For sure. Mm-hmm. Snakes are just part of being outside, guys. You're forgetting the part about being outside is supposed to be outside where you have the wilderness. You have animals. You have bugs. You deal with them. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Bugs inside the house, bad. Bugs outside the house, that's normal. Except for wasps. It's on site with wasps, chat. No, there's entire subreddits and communities on like maintaining a man, it's been so long since I've been on Reddit, but I remember reading these things about like don't grow the normal grass everyone has. Just throw wildflower seeds out into your yard and let it grow and have a I don't know, a more natural yard or whatever. And you don't need to maintain it. And if you don't water it, you know, your normal grass will die. And then you'll just have something that actually looks pretty and just not chaos garden. I don't know. Hold on, what's it called? You guys are gonna make me Google it here. Is it just called a wildflower lawn? That's what I Googled, and that. Native prairie is what some people. A wildflower meadow kind of thing. If you Google just a wildflower lawn, you'll see pictures of it where people have like well-maintained, beautiful yards that have just flowers growing like field. Like if your backyard was just a field of flowers and you mow just like the 10 feet closest to the border of your property and you're closest to your house and stuff like that. And sometimes people will mow a path down the middle or whatever like that. And that just looks absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Exactly. Yeah, 30-minute job. Yo, you have like 3 acres of land, but all you have to do is drive 2 circles around your house and then 1 big circle around your entire property, and you're done. Yeah, that sounds like the dream, really. That sounds like a good. It sounds like a good time. Oh yeah, for sure. If you have a smaller yard, you can't really do it. Peace out. Clover lawns? Yeah, dude. Oh, my last place had a moss lawn. Not intentional. Just the one spot grass would never grow, and it eventually just got completely overtaken by moss. You know? Yeah, it's fine. But clover, I've heard, is really good, especially if you want a low maintenance yard. I've heard clover is really good, and I've got a couple dead patches in my yard where I've thought about, man, I'll just get some clover mix seeds and just throw it down there. Oh. Oh yeah, dude, we're digging a hole, man. Poking holes into grass as part of a year-long process. Process of what? Aerating or something? Yeah, there's a few really big exposed caves. Those have been helping us, and they will continue to help us for a few more layers. It's great. You poke the holes. Oh, whoop! I've heard of that, filling it up with sand. Okay, so that's like the opposite of what I want, Lewis. I'm not saying it's a bad option, but like what you're doing is going for like the more perfect maintained green lawn, right? If you're poking holes, filling with sand, leveling, and getting to where you can get that really good like golf course cut kind of deal. I want the opposite of less maintenance, let it grow taller, throw some flowers in the mix, and call it a meadow, and then boom, you're no longer obligated to mow it, and it doesn't look terrible. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's ever going to be in my future to go down the route of the dad that does everything for his lawn to make it perfect, like a golf course kind of deal. I've seen those videos. I've watched some of those videos on even how-tos, and I'm just like, I don't want that. This is all the base level maintenance that they were doing before they made their lawn look nice was more maintenance that I'm willing to put into a lawn. When you get older, it's an instinct. I mean, I get that because I have had things in my life where like I didn't care about cars or anything like that for quite a while, and you know, now I care a little bit about that, and I fix our vehicles, and you know, that's cool. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I really liked mowing as a kid. Like, I would mow for my grandparents, and they'd give me $20, and I'd be over there every weekend mowing, getting $20. And I really liked doing it. And then when I became like, I don't know, like 17 or 18 or whatever, it was like, oh, I don't want to do this. And then I got my own house, and I was like, Damn, I have to do this again. I just have not liked it ever since. Oh yeah, dude. I got paid. I got paid good. Yeah, you got to think about it. I did a worse job than my grandpa. I definitely took longer than my grandpa. And taking longer means I used more gas. The lines weren't straight. I got to have fun driving a mower for 2 hours. And I got 20 bucks out of the deal, you know? It was a pretty good deal. It was a pretty good deal. No, I never, actually, I remember one of my earliest mower memories. That's not a sentence I thought I'd ever say, but one of my earliest mower memories. Well, this is like before I was mowing lawns, but like my grandpa was teaching me to drive the mower. I had got good enough to drive the mower on my own, but he attached the trailer to it, like the little dump trailer he had, and he sat in the trailer and just let me drive circles around the yard for a while. We were doing it for I don't know how long, right? And I wasn't paying attention. We get to my grandparents have these really nice big trees in their yard that have flower beds with stones around them, right? So like it's like a step up through the stones, and then the mulch is like a step up. Well, the trees here, right? I'm on the mower, Grandpa's on the trailer, and we're going, and whoop, I'm like this up a tree with the trailer still flat. I was, that was great. That was greght. Went straight up a tree and kind of got lodged there. Just reversed out of it. It was great. Had to push mow 2 acres. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't remember him being angry at that, but I know him. I know that, like, looking back on it, he was probably terrified the mower was going to come back, right? And if not that, he was going to be so angry. But I literally think if I can remember, we kind of just reversed it back down and either continued or he drove the mower back. I don't know which it was. But like, yeah, he was probably cussing up a storm on that drive back to the barn. I never did it again. You know, it worked. Surprised you let me near it again? Well, I mean, you gotta have the mistakes to learn from them, right? Alright, yeah, that's good. Oh, actually, where you gotta make the mistakes to learn from them. Okay, this is in line. Nice. I should probably ask my grandma, her point of view on that story. Because if I had to guess, if I had to guess, one of the first things out of his mouth after making sure I was okay was probably "Don't tell your grandma." She would have been worried. I was probably like 6, you know? Oh, inventory's full. Yeah, he had one of those mowers that you could it didn't have a foot pedal for anything other than like the brake, and it was just a lever. You know, you put it, you pulled the lever back to 3 and it went speed 3, right? And then you didn't have to think about how fast you were going. You just set that and you kept your pace, right, for the whole yard. Whereas my mower, you have to keep pushing down the pedal to go forward, which is a drastic reduction in good, like, it sucks. I hate it. I wish I just had a lever I could push to, like, I want to go speed 3. All right, let me go speed 3. So what I was clearly doing when I drove up the tree was I had it set to a speed, and I probably turned around to talk to my grandpa or something and went straight into a tree. I just realized I need to find a tree to let my daughter drive our mower up. If it's such a good learning experience, well, she better learn it. Mowed a chunk out of the wheat field with wheat growing in it. Dang, bro, that's a good mower. Yeah. Yeah, nowadays my grandma has a 0 turn. My grandpa got that a few years ago. And then it's a nice 0 turn mower. It's huge. I would have absolutely tore up their lawn as a kid if that had been the mower they had. But they had one of those, like, to me they look like iconic, like the green Craftsman's or something like that. It's what I think of when I think of a default mower. I've seen them on Marketplace for dirt cheap, and if I wanted a gas mower, especially a cheap one, that's what I'd grab. I don't want a gas mower. Used to be like a farm tractor. That's sick. My great grandparents had a farm with big farm tractors. I only ever got to see them a couple of times when I was single digits years old. My great grandparents and my and their tractors for that matter. Disappointing. I do remember I either got to like sit on the tractor or he took me for a ride when I was like really little. But I might just be remembering. Like, does that make any sense? Like, I don't know if it's a real memory or how much of what I'm remembering is accurate. What's up? Wow, we've really reopened up this mine shaft. Like the mine shaft was completely gone and now it's back. Do you guys think this is a completely different mine shaft? Morning. Time zones are crazy. Oh. Oh, low pick. How's the whole progress? We're nearly at the halfway mark of this layer. Right back in it. Yeah, we'll get to that next layer. I don't go for anything early, chat. Ugh. I'll get it when I get it. I need to scoot my chair in. There we go. Chat. So speaking of minecart with chests, yeah, mineshaft minecarts, whatever you want to call them, the new music disc, when 26.2 comes out, chat, I'm so glad by the fact that loot tables for minecart with chests are generated at the time you first open the chest, not when the cart is actually generated. So that means to get the new music disc, if you have a sulfur biome and you don't have any minecart or any mine shafts in it, if there's a mine shaft nearby, you can just don't open the minecart. You can just dig a rail all the way from where the minecart spawned into the new sulfur biome, and then push it into the biome and then open it for a chance to get the music disc. Like, before I realized that was the case, I was like, wow, these minecart with chests are going to be so incredibly rare. But now it's like, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of work, but you can make it happen. Yeah. Because it matters when you open it is when the loot table is generated. I could genuinely, as long as I never open this minecart here, I could genuinely run this to whenever that biome comes out. If I don't open it, I could just run a rail to whenever one of those biomes generate, the newest one, you know, if we find one out here, and I could take that minecart all the way over here and open it in one of the new biomes, and it would absolutely have the new loot table with a chance of getting a music disc. So that's great. So do we think we'll search for the biome, then look for the closest mine shaft? Yes, absolutely. So much time, yeah. And before anybody gets butthurt, I'm absolutely gonna use Zeros, like, to find the mine shaft nearby. It's great. I've got a hole to dig. I can't spend 12 weeks looking for a mine shaft, you know? And I have not heard the new music disc, just like with all the ones they add. I don't listen to them until I can listen to them in my hardcore world. In a perfect world, I would bring home a few of the discs. They're actually fairly common. I think it's like a 40% chance of generating inside of a minecart when that minecart is opened within the new biome. But you can get multiple inside of a single chest. So I think when I saw Exuma's video, I'm pretty sure it was more than a 50% success rate. Like if he opened, let's say he opened 10 minecarts, he had more than 5 discs. So it'd be cool to, like, you know, find a mine shaft that has a few minecarts in it, 3 or 4 minecarts, and take all of them to the biome and open them and come home with, you know, a few discs. Rather than just one. And we also have to bring home, we got to bring some sulfur cubes home to the, and put them in the mob zoo. We got to get all the new blocks and all the new items. I probably will set up a beacon just to insta-mine the stuff wherever that biome is. Plus, if I do set up a beacon once we find our first one, if it's a sizable one, that is, then, like, whenever we need them in bulk, I already have a place to go strip mining for the blocks, you know? That's kind of my plan. Just dig a beacon down to bedrock, throw it underneath the biome. Makes it easier to find the biome when you're out flying around for it. Oh boy. Starting to lose hope that there's a trial chamber under here, chat. I was really hoping we'd find some structure or something. I don't think we will. I feel like we're all structured out. Like there's not going to be any more structures until the bottom of the, you know, throughout the bottom of the hole. We haven't uncovered a new structure since the last one was a geode. And that geode, it was like in the stone. Either TNT lines or just strip mining if you don't have the TNT. If you can get yourself an efficiency 3 diamond or netherite pick, I believe you can insta-mine. It's either efficiency 3 or 4 on, and no beacon needed, and you can just insta-mine netherrack and then just go down to -15 and just look around, running around like that, and you'll find enough to make netherite tools and armor within an hour. But if you can do beacons, or if not beacons, if you can do TNT, that's it's a little better. Don't do the beds. It's a complete waste of time. Complete waste of time setting up a sheep farm, a wood farm, getting all these beds, and then going at an absolute snail's pace while also risking your life. Whoop. Oh man, oh man, oh man. More pillagers. We've already fought a batch of them today. We gotta fight another one? That's my secret, Captain. I'm always tired. But no, not particularly. Hey! Hey, get out of here. I don't consent to no hugs. I said I don't consent to any hugs. Ah! Alright. He got what he had coming. Yeah, I didn't consent. So he got chopped up into little pieces. He had it coming. Sounds like a trick question. Did magic put you up to this? We started digging this hole in early January. This is my 60-second stream. Digging this hole. Almost to a stack of streams, chap. I want your bad omen bottle, so. Alright. I need to sleep anyway. I'm gonna just go despawn them. Or fly away so I can sleep. And then I'll also empty my inventory just because I can. Oh, chat. I'm not gonna move my camera. But do you see the... Oh, it's gone! Did you guys see the, like, phantom beacon that was right over here? Did you guys see it? There was a white line. It looked like a beacon way off in the distance, but it was like... that happens after I sleep sometimes, and I don't know why. Did you guys see it? Someone's got to dig it. Boo boo. Nah, it must just be stream compression or something that makes you guys not able to see it. I don't know why. I said I feel like that's a trick question, bro. I feel like magic sent you here to get me to slip up. Say it wasn't like our wedding day or something. Or the birth of my child, you know, that's what she's expecting. The hole has a radius of 136 blocks. It's actually a spherical hole. We're digging out the bottom of a sphere to make a bowl-shaped hole. You can see it, but only for a second. Okay. For me, it stayed there until right when I said, oh, it's gone now. I don't know why. But like, I didn't even touch the mouse, and it disappeared. Bum, bum. Mm-hmm. Oh man, chat. Whoa. It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. We are digging a hole. And we're gonna give our complete, undivided attention to digging this hole until the hole is dug. Oh, I love this shirt. This is my favorite one. Oh. Sorry, I just thought of something I had to write down on my to-do list. Oh boy. There we go. I'm getting so many notifications today. It's annoying. Notification fatigue, man. I'm finally sat down at my computer with my full attention on the game, just vibing, and yet my phone still doing everything in its power to steal my attention. I hate it. I hate how much attention my phone gets from me. And yet I still find myself glued to my phone. And I hate it, man. I hate it. This world's up to 19,000 days. You can see the full day count if you switch to landscape mode on whatever platform you're watching on. Day count's always in the top corner. You've been grounded. Uh-oh. Better behave next time, bro. We are more than halfway to the bottom, but like we're halfway done by height, yes. But that doesn't mean we're halfway done with the dig, because now we're in the deep slate that takes a lot longer. I'm gonna dig this hole, that's for sure. But this is a bowl-shaped hole, chat, so the layers are getting smaller the further down we go, and by the time we actually get to bedrock, the opening's gonna shrink from like this much down to like that much. So like the layers are going to start getting drastically smaller soon. And I can't wait for it. Benefits of digging a bowl-shaped hole. Make sure I pick up that clay. Hear a zombie. Oh, a second minecart with chest. They're not part of this layer, though. Oh, and a cave with a zombie and a bog in it, huh? And my inventory's full. All right. We started digging this hole in early January. This is my 60-second stream of digging this hole. Those mobs got despawned. You love to see it. Boom, 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 boom. Peace. Good amount of gravel there, dude. Oh, I'm so tired. Well, not so tired, just my normal everyday level of tired. Oh, last night I slept good though. Yeah, I slept real good last night. I went to bed, I was out. And I woke up fairly easily in the morning too. Wasn't in a rush, so it was good. Oh, well, digging out in a circle is annoying. When I dig around the edge of each layer, and I hate that, because it's like you can't dig in like you can't keep a consistent pattern, and it slows you way down. Peace out. Wish I could go to bed. I mean, I wouldn't if I could, but I still wish I could be sleeping. Oh, man. We are on -9 right now. We're halfway done with this layer. Like exactly halfway done. We just passed through that beacon right there, and passing through that beacon is the halfway mark. Goodness. Making good progress, though. Slow and steady. But still on track. Love when we get the Instamine assist from other blocks here. Yeah, but now we're officially past all the big caves of this layer, so it's gonna start taking longer. Yeah, the other side of the hole takes longer than this side, because you can just see we've got big ravine, big cave that's about to start opening up really big. This one, we're at its largest point right now, and then we got this mine shaft opening up here, but like over here, there's really not much. And it's just like solid deep slate we gotta dig through. We'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. The hole must be dug. Oh, it looks like we got a little bit of a continuation of that cave over here. Interesting. I bet it's very shallow and not ending. Oh, I love this shirt, dude. This is my first time wearing this one on stream, actually. I just got it from Mojang pretty recently. Does your going pack include mini HUD? Does my going pack? My mod pack? Yes and no. I have mini HUD installed in the Colonel mod pack. But CurseForge does not allow you to include mini HUD in a mod pack you upload. So if you check the description of every instance of the Colonel mod pack, you'll actually find that I include a link to a handful of mods that I have to exclude because I'm not allowed to upload them to CurseForge. Mini HUD is one of those. Sometimes you have been allowed to upload mini HUD because some third party person would like steal the file, presumably, and upload it under their own name to CurseForge, and then CurseForge would allow it because they wanted the downloads, I guess. It seems if for the version that is needed for 26.1, they're holding it up and then they're not letting it be uploaded, period. Because back when I released my first couple updates, I went and uploaded and they denied because I included it in there. So I had to omit it. It's really weird, dude. The fact that I'm not able to include all the mods of my mod pack in my mod pack when I upload it to CurseForge, but if I did it the other way and I uploaded it to Modrinth instead, I would have to omit other mods on Modrinth, specifically free cam. Free cam, by the way, is this one that lets you like zoom out and look at your builds and stuff. It's really cool, really useful. Apparently, you're not allowed to put any kind of free cam mod in a mod pack on CurseForge. Even though they have the free cam mod itself is hosted on CurseForge, you can't include it in a mod pack. But I digress. I don't know. I don't have a house. I do have a base though. If you want to see more of what I got in this world, I recommend checking out my 15,000 day world tour video. We're coming up on a bit. Almost over 840,000 deep slate. More than half of that is from this hole. And we're only on -9. What would you do if I got $1 million? Ooh, well, I'd obviously become a full-time streamer. Speaking of which, chat, if you want to give me $1 million, that's actually not very far away from the cost for me to delete this world. We got a rule for this world. It's $1,000 for every stream I've ever done in this world, and I'll delete it or die or whatever, right? Today is stream 1,124, so 1.124 milli. You know, we can delete the world. Look at that! I'm going right into the sales pitch. Yes, give me $1 million, Reeferman. No, but it's so obnoxiously high because I don't want to delete this world. And then, if anyone ever really, really wanted me to delete the world, it'd have to be enough for me to go full time. That's what it is. Take a guess of how many deep slate at the end of this hole. I'm really hoping that we get above 1.2 million. So that way deep slate goes into third place. So, I see that as a very attainable number. But this hole is actually a bowl-shaped hole. So it's getting smaller the further down that it goes. And by the time we expose bedrock, it's actually going to be like, it's going to go from being this big of a hole to like this big of a hole. And we're only going to have very little bedrock exposed. So who knows, really? It's really hard to calculate. Would the price go up if the terms were that you had to destroy everything you ever built? Oh boy. Hadn't thought of that. Because I do put my worlds up to tour on my server. Anyone can go tour my season 1 hardcore world. Tour.colonel.live is the IP. And if I had to destroy everything first, and then I would have basically nothing to, then I would have a destroyed world to upload to the tour server. That would kind of suck. So yeah, maybe the price would go up. Or maybe I would just upload the pre-destroyed world or whatever to the server. I don't know, for $1 million though, I mean, I won't be too picky. Don't know what that is. It's all about the destruction. Damn. Using my own words against me. What are you, a lawyer? Or a cop? We are digging a hole. I'm glad you noticed. We are on -9. Don't worry, I'll ban him. I just did. Chad, did I not just say the what Y level we're on? Okay, Shaggy. Was it got me on the counter? Was me. Saw me on the sofa? Was me. I have no idea how long this hole is gonna take. And I have no desire to estimate how long it's gonna take, because that will only lead to disappointment. Because either it's going to be some disappointingly long estimation, or it's going to be a naively short estimation that will not come true. So I'm here to dig the hole until the hole is dug, and that's all there is to it. Nope. We're at -9. Peace. Dude. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What's up? Oh, my inventory's full, chat. Oh. All right. Take a look at the whole progress. Heck yeah, dude. Oh. Why does my coaster stick to my cup and then fall off my cup as soon as I take a drink? I hate it. Condensation. Oh. Drinking water. I'm going back to where I'm basically only drinking water now. I got to where I was drinking like sparkling ices and water, and then I started drinking like only sparkling ices. But now I'm back to just water. The other day we got Wendy's for dinner, and I didn't even get a meal. I just got my Baconator and a fry. Well, actually I got a large fry, spit with magic. And then, well, she got a meal and a drink, and we just made her meal a large so we could split the fry. And then I just drank water anyway. So like, for now, just drinking water. Purely water. Cool, dude. That was my diet for a long time, was just only water, especially because I track my calories, and I'm tracking my calories again now for the past couple weeks. And the reason I could justify the sparkling ices was it was only a 5-calorie drink. But frankly, things that are that low calorie, I don't believe them. Chat, I was logging my calories today, and I had some pickles. Like dill pickles. And it said it was 0 calories. And I'm like, how am I eating something? This is a real thing I'm eating that is 0 calories. I don't believe it. Sure, they're allowed to round or whatever, but like, I don't believe I could, you're telling me I could go get 20 jars of pickles and I could eat them all or until I puked and I wouldn't have consumed a single calorie. I don't know about that. Ugh. I don't know about that. I have a feeling that someone is fudging the numbers. Oh, creeps. Celery has negative calories. I've heard that, Reeferman. That it's so low calorie that the calories that it takes to chew it, and or digest it means that it's actually you burn calories eating celery. I watched a video that kind of disproved that unless you spent like 30 minutes chewing each bite kind of deal. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty dang near close. To dig a hole, you have to dig a hole, chat. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging the hole. Mm-hmm. Can't believe you said Siri has negative calories, though. Talking to Siri. Yeah. I used to use text to talk like almost exclusively. Not in a while though. How long were you mining? This is the 3rd time. Oh yeah. We started digging this hole in early January. This is my 60-second stream digging a hole. Do I read comments? Yes. But I have a really good filter for spammers. In my mind's eye. Today, I don't know. But it's usually like 20,000 deep slate in a day. Give or take. We're almost up to 850k. I think it's more than 20,000 in a day. I don't know. I haven't really counted or kept track. Just did research and dill pickle spears are around 4 to 5 calories. And because it's so low, most companies just round down to 0. And that should land them in prison. They should serve prison time for a year for every calorie they've ever lied about. That is a lot. It's a lot of prison time. Not enough. Not enough. Peace out, my dude. This is hardcore single player. The hole is the goal. Oh, goodness. Sweet pickles are 10 to 15 or 15 to 20, but whole pickles are 15 to 10 to 15 for medium. Well, so this was just like the Vlasic dill pickles. They're like the ones that are like this big, like, I don't know. What is that, like 20 inches? Shit. Like 3, I don't know. I'm having a great time, dude. I'm digging a hole. What more can I want? Yeah. I hear you. Oh, boy. All right. Okay, I scooted back from my desk, and that's whoop, messing with my headrest. Oh, yeah, actually, I just realized it's 11 o'clock. We should probably take our break now because we're at the halfway mark of stream. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, chat, you better make sure you stretch. Oh, yeah. We're going to get up, chat, and I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to head over to the gold farm for a few minutes. So whatever platform you're watching on, consider dropping a follow while I'm gone. I'll only be gone for a few minutes. Got to refill my water. Got to use the bathroom, all that kind of stuff. You should also take care of yourself, too, while I go on this quick break. Where's the hole? Feather. All right, up into the gold farm. Oh, is there a chicken in there right now? I think I see a baby on a chicken in there. I don't know. All right. I turned that down. Let's start murderizing them, and I'll be right back.
Colonel is going on.
Oh wait, I said I'm gonna start a new minigame today. Hold up.
Consider dropping a follow or subscribing. He will return shortly. There is a minigame playing in the purple chat. If you want to join, you can find a link to all his socials in the bio/description, etc.
Alright, Chad, this is a new minigame.
Get a drink.
It's called Pairs. Good luck. All right, chat, I'm back. Are you guys enjoying the new Identical Pairs game? Looks fun. I was telling Magic while I was on my break about it, and she's like, "How does that work?" I'm like, "I don't know. Go play it." Oh, is it doing like a flags level now? Because at first it was like items, now it's flags. Interesting. Oh, good job. GG's. Hope I need to sleep. $64 and $22. Maybe it was like 63 and 22. Sorry. No, we're digging a bowl. GG slime there. Yes, it's really small when it gets to mini words or miniature, you know? I feel that. All right. Oh. Well, but was that good? Did you guys like that game? I'll keep that on as our minigame for a little while. Oh yeah, we have absolutely been slowed way down. But that's all right. I mean, we knew what we were getting into. We're here to dig the hole until the hole is dug. So here we are. Excuse me. What's up, Darcy? My camera is zoomed out again, is it? Seems fine to me. Really busy with school and work, I feel that. I've been really busy with life and work and stream. To dig a hole, you have to dig a hole. If I'm not digging the hole, then I'm not digging the hole. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun. Oh man, it's getting late. Come on. Need a big boost of energy from that glass of water there, chat. That'll hype me up. Boom, boom. The hole must be dug. Can't wait for Minecraft Live. You're guessing they'll tell us the date when the Chaos Cubed update will be released. Oh, crap. Isn't that on... What is that, on the 30th? Yes, I'm assuming they're going to give us the update, and they're going to give us the release date of this one, and then they're going to tell us the theme of 26.3. That's what I'm hoping for. There's also the capes. So we gotta tune in to watch and get a cape. But man, I'm still upset that I'm not gonna be able to get the one in person. If anybody lives in the EU and wants a free ticket to TwitchCon, I'll buy your ticket if you give me the cape redemption code. Or if you know any non-Minecraft streamers that are going to TwitchCon, probably, I don't know any non-Minecraft streamers. I definitely don't know any that are going to TwitchCon. I should probably just like put out a tweet and a Blue Sky post and all this stuff. Just ask it if anybody's going. I'll pay for your ticket if you give me the code. This hole is for digging, my dude. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I did see they posted some more details on how to get the code, and like you have to go to a few different booths and interact with like a few different Minecraft booths and stuff to get it. So it's not like you can just buy the ticket and like you get the code in a goodie bag or something like that. I don't know what the exact process is, but I'm sure it's normal for getting a digital exclusive item from TwitchCon, right? Oh, we're at -9. Oh crap, I should have said -no. I forgot, chat. I know TMG said it would only be like $40 for him to take a bus to Rotterdam. But I don't know how interested he is in going, and I don't wanna I don't wanna prod. He looked it up the other day. We were talking about it on stream. And he's like, "Oh, it wouldn't be that expensive for me to go." He said he couldn't make it. Ah, dang. Who else? Chili's in the EU. Well, in the UK. I bet he could go. Chili! I summon you! It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. We are digging a hole. Dun, 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 dun. Huh? What'd you tell me? He said I'm going to push my content out to the EU more. Yeah. I actually have a fair few EU viewers because I stream so late in my time zone that there are some early birds in the EU that make it into my streams, like TMG and Shilly. Yes, it is a bowl-shaped hole, indeed. See that? It's curving inwards. I do, yeah. I can only imagine asking my grandma, my oma, to go to TwitchCon. And not only go to TwitchCon, but to also get one of these cape codes. It's a bowl-shaped hole. She doesn't even have... So my grandma, I call her Oma, she does not have her driver's license and never has. She does not have a smartphone. She does not have a cell phone. She does not have internet. She like just exists, man. She's got a landline and she's got cable TV. And like, I mean, that's first off, that's kind of awesome to be able to do that. I can't put my phone down, let alone live without my technology. But you know, it is what it is. My aunt could probably go, but I know she's stressed. Busy is the right word, but stressed is what I feel. Oh, this is my favorite shirt that I got from Mojang. Absolutely love it. You can go buy it. Oppo Suits makes them. I need to do a shirt haul. Like going through my full wardrobe of shirts. my to-do list. I would do that. I could absolutely do that, and if it hits the algorithm right, and I do it right, like maybe I could get an official shirt sponsor. Right? What if Oppo Suits just decides to hook me up with a new shirt every month? Yeah, that'd be sick. I mean, I've got all the short sleeve button down Minecraft ones, but actually a handful of the ones on my in my rotation were already Oppo Suits shirts. And then I've got a couple other brands in there that make appearances. Making a time lapse of this would be sick. It would be incredibly time consuming, but it would be sick. Oh my goodness. Like a comprehensive time lapse would be ridiculous. I can probably do one of like a time lapse and then it like skips a few layers and then a time lapse and then it skips a few layers and like that kind of thing. Time lapse of shirts? I don't know what you mean. I feel like I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes or something, dude. Like, I just feel really itchy everywhere. I've not seen a single mosquito, but I just feel like Appreciate the gift, my dude. Why didn't we hear an alert for that? Let me refresh it. All right. Hopefully that fixes it if we get more gifts, chat. But I appreciate the gift, my dude. I have tried using a pickaxe. I'd never do it again. It was the worst experience of my life. No, I don't keep track of my ores. Way too many. I mean, I like genuinely I'm going to have an abundance, and I already have an abundance to where it's like not relevant. God dang it, dude, my ankle is like, I feel like I've got a mosquito just going around everywhere on my body, making me itchy. Or something. Thank you for the gift, Mickey. Mm-hmm. I actually do have one of my picks is named TNT, yeah. I go through several pickaxes in a day. Goodness gracious. Do I actually have a mosquito bite here or something? Or am I just going crazy? Can't tell. Oh no, it feels like a real mosquito bite. I feel a little bump there. I can't see it visibly, but I can feel a bump there where I've been itching. I really just need to stop, drop, and roll. Ah. What really bugs me is it's not just in one spot that I'm really itchy. Like, I also keep itching here behind my ear and on my lower back. I'm just struggle bussing here, chap. I feel like I walked through a swarm of mosquitoes and never knew it. Or maybe, yeah, maybe I need to go take my allergy medicine. I don't know. Chicken! Blue egg. I got 2 chickens from that chicken. Wow. Yeah, I didn't get ahead from that chicken. But he had 2 bodies somehow, so. I miss your head adventures, getting all the heads? Why? Why do you miss it? Did you give up or did you get them all? No, I have looting. You got them all? All right, we'll get a stack of them all. Now you really gotta start farming out those mobs. I use about a pickaxe in an hour, a pickaxe per hour, when mining deep slate. They'll give you ideas, make you hate you. I mean, it's your own time to waste. Oh, low pick. All right. Wow, we are not making as much progress as I had hoped. I don't know if I'm not mining as efficiently as I thought I would be, or if it's just because we are at the longest, or the longest stripes of the layer. I don't know. He wrote Mickey into it. Yeah. Did you switch to Voxy, by the way, Darcy? Or are you still using Bobby, or are you using none of those mods to see further? I use none of them? Well, I'm gonna be posting in the Discord tomorrow some instructions, because I added some new plugins to the server. Actually, yes, Voxy is really good performance, but I added a, if you have the Voxy mod on in your Minecraft, you also need to add some other Voxy related mods that I'm going to link to in the Discord tomorrow, because I added some plugins to the server that lets the server send you Voxy chunks that are much, much further away, up to 256 chunks you can get from the server. And then also a mod that lets you see players from up to 256 chunks away. So I'm gonna put some instructions to those in the Discord that I think anyone that plays on the SMP should really consider having. Not required, but like, it makes it really nice. I hopped on it. Yeah, Darcy, what you would be able to do is if you installed Voxy, Voxy's incredibly good at performance, but if you go to Voxy, you could turn your real render distance down to 6 chunks or 4 chunks or whatever, 2 chunks for whatever you care, right? But then the server, when you get to Voxy rendering, right, you could set this to 256 render distance, and you would have Voxy showing you incredibly low performance chunks really far away. Or heck, you could really even do something small, like 30 chunks or whatever, right? And you know, that'd be great. Oh, Voxy server side is one of these, yeah. Yeah. What is this? Server default? 512. Interesting. Okay. I set this one. I left this one at 32. Yeah. Okay. Because the Voxy chunks aren't real. They're just LODs. It's really nice. I don't know what LOD stands for. So it would be your client rendering the chunks, but they're not real chunks. They're incredibly low performance chunks. You're not actually rendering them. Like, here, look. Let me show you an example once I fly into the sky. Look at this. So, look how far I can see, right? Let's take a look at that mountain right there. Watch while I zoom in. Watch real carefully. When I zoom in, boom, it changed. Did you see it change? That one didn't. It's too close. I zoom in over here. Boom, it changes. So when you're looking at it from super, super far away, it's not rendering it at full block detail. It's rendering a very easy to render version of what the chunk looks like from your distance, without affecting your frames like at all. Is great. Is great. I'll link to all of it, because you have to have Voxy, you have to have the server side mod, and then you have to have another one to see players from further away too. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm planning to link all those mods in the Discord and then pin it in the chat, so anyone who wants to use it going forward can. And the good thing about all this is they actually have fabric support, Gryson, so we'll be able to keep the well, these ones will be very easy to keep in place when we switch to fabric, if we do that soon. I have a few things on my to-do list though that are stopping me from doing that right away. I always have things on my to-do list that stop me from doing the things that Grayson wants me to do. Phone is dying. Have you considered charging it? Actually, my phone's at 15%. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to throw it on the charger. Reworking the Discord link is probably going to be tedious. It was tedious to set up, yeah. But one thing I did that I never utilized is I intended for your like tier of sub, if you were ended up being like a tier 1 versus a tier 2 versus a tier 3 sub, for that to like show up on the server. Like maybe you would have like a different color name in chat if you were a tier 3 sub or something like that, you know? We never put any of that in place. So if we find one that literally just controls whitelisting via a Discord role at all, that will be equal parity to what we have currently in use. The mod we're using right now can do a lot of really cool things like that, but we never implemented it. Found one. Grayson, I'm pretty sure... Oh, God, LeBron's here. I'm pretty sure that there is in the to-do list channel on the Discord, there is a post in there titled Move the SMP to Fabric. I'm pretty sure that already exists in the to-do list. If you find that post, and start posting in any alternatives you find in that chat, just be like, oh, you know, luck perms will still work, but core protect, here's this alternative. And then, you know, Discord role sync, here's an alternative. You know, like if you just put them in there, eventually between the two of us, we can come up with a comprehensive list, and then it'll be an easy change. What's up, LeBron? How you doing? I actually have a list of every plugin we use in a Google Sheet, and I'm pretty sure I shared it with you a while ago. That could also be used to document it. Well, they're not mods, they're plugins, LeBron. If they were mods, they would work with Fabric. So Darcy, I don't know what or if I'm doing a subathon this year. Magic and I have a vacation planned, and then if we actually book that vacation, I'm not going to have any PTO to do a subathon. And I don't know what the alternative is, but I do know that taking my kids on a vacation is more important. Them being well-traveled is an important core trait to my parenting. I was thinking about like a weekend-a-thon or something like that. Like do a weekend stream. Yes, my trips my trips over to Germany and to the EU as a kid are definitely core memories, and have definitely affected like my values of what I find is important. But even beyond that, like, no, that's, how do I phrase it? I think there might be a correlation between people who aren't well traveled and don't treat everyone fairly, you know? So if we get them out and become well traveled, you know, they might not grow up to be hateful people. Might, they still could. I really hope they don't. Could be a weekend stream. It doesn't add to a timer, but adds to the sub count, so you can still hit the goals. Maybe. Yeah. Boom. Because one thing I realized, like, as a teenager, kind of like on my own, it was something along the lines of, wow, people across the world live lives that are very different than mine. And that's cool. Not, oh, I don't like that. It's not that like, oh, I wish they did live lives like mine or whatever. It's the realization of like, oh, they have their own way of doing thing. That's cool. And like, I want to learn more about that. Like, that's what I want to instill in my children, you know? They measure weird. Okay, dude. We measure weird. We measure weird. But I will defend Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is not perfect, but I think it is a more human relevant scale than Celsius for the weather. But we are the odd ones out. I think the tough part is going to be getting through the teen years without them rebelling too far away from your I mean, that's going to happen no matter what, Grayson, right? I just want them. Yeah, that's going to happen no matter what. You gotta give them the tools to see the world the way that you want them to. But yeah, absolutely. Oh, so that's one of that when I was a late teenager, probably like 19 or so, I think. I had a trip to Spain. It was a Make-A-Wish trip that I was invited onto, and that trip, just learning how nobody here can talk to us, but everybody here is so incredibly nice, and like I don't know any of these people. It just kind of did it. It's kind of sunk in at that moment. And I want my kids to have the opportunity to have interactions with people that are different than themselves and learn about it. And maybe they won't. Maybe my kids will grow up and hate traveling. Maybe they don't. Or maybe they hate it as a teenager and then look back at it in their 20s and be like, dang, dude. Who knows? If they don't challenge you, they won't be better than you. Dang. Yeah. Well, they already want to be astronaut mermaids, so like, and Elsa at the same time. Like they got this in the bag. So like, not worried yet. Yes, percent of how hot. That's why I stan Fahrenheit. Wish you went on a plane as a kid. You never been on a plane, and you're terrified too. Well. Just get over it. Face your fears, Darcy. Yeah, it does. Also, okay. Here, I'm trying to find the words. These are words that I swear I knew and like I could vocalize years ago, but I can't. But I'm not thinking about it. I haven't thought about it in years because I've just been busy dealing with the day-to-day of raising my kids and not thinking about the long term of raising my kids, like I was thinking when they were newborn. But I found it very hard to agree with or sympathize with anybody that would put down a certain culture or would put down a certain group of people once you've traveled and realized that other cultures and other groups of people are different but not bad. Like going and seeing other groups of people and realizing that they're just here living their lives. Yeah, they're probably not as bad as the media says they are. You know? Boom, 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 boom. Preach to follow. We didn't have the money and don't have the money now. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Or is that what they want us to think? What? I think what I want to think. Boom, boom. Is this the sound? Is this the track that I always say sounds like Rainbow Road? There's one album that has a song that every time I hear it, I think like, oh, this is the Rainbow Road soundtrack. I don't know if that was the Rainbow Road one, but it did sound kind of Mario Karty. I'm pretty sure if someone does exclamation mark music, this album is like probably named Pixel or Arcade or something like that. Pixel. Yep. Well, go buy a GameCube and play Mario Kart. You don't gotta get the latest and greatest console. Or a Wii. What's cheaper nowadays, a Wii or a GameCube? I kind of feel like it would be a Wii. Thanks for typing that twice, Darcy. It really helped convey the point. Neither they're vintage. Yeah, I think that's why the GameCube would cost more than a Wii. Because the GameCube's more vintage. But I feel like you can get a used Wii for cheap on Marketplace if you don't rush into it. You didn't do it on purpose? Sure. Sure. Darcy, you don't have to be ashamed of your attention-seeking nature. Live your life. Get banned. Ooh, we're digging a hole, chap. Doo-doo. Rude. You saying I'm mean is incredibly rude, Darcy. I'm offended. I should ban you for that. Don't itch it. I just had the urge to itch, and I was like, oh, don't itch it or else I'll be stuck itching it for the next half hour and suffer through it. What's up? Can't ban me. I'm a band-aid, bro. What holds this together? See a refurbished Wii on Walmart for $90 and a GameCube for $150. Yeah, I figured a Wii would be cheaper. I have my GameCube from when I was a kid. We had a Wii, but I never touched it. My sisters played with that. I think that's what the entire conversation I was just having a few minutes ago was about. That places are different. I think that was the entire point of the conversation we just had about 10 minutes ago. Oh man, it's already midnight? We've got an hour left? Oh geez, dude, we are not making as much progress in this hole as I had hoped. Oh no. It's because we're in the super long portion of the layer. We're in the middle. You can call me Malcolm. Chat, has anyone seen the new Malcolm in the Middle reboot? I have not seen it. It's on my watch list, but I kind of don't really know if I want to watch it. Like, I don't know if it'll ruin the nostalgia of the OG Malcolm in the Middle. Like, Fuller House, Magic and I watched that. It was good, but like, it was definitely a show made in the 2020s. It wasn't the same as Full House, right? I don't know. Apparently no one in chat's watched it. Okay. Does anybody here had watched the OG Malcolm in the Middle? Yeah, yeah. I very much agree with that. There are indie creators making new content, but the established media is too conservative with what they will put on their platforms, and don't let any new projects get off the ground without making them way too boring for modern people to care about, because they're not as edgy and as cool and, you know, pushing the edge on what technology can do like things were 20 years ago. And they're like, well, we know this IP is beloved, so let's get the last couple pennies we can get out of it, you know? What is a Malcolm? Okay, dude. When this is finished, it will be the third hole in my world. I haven't seen the entirety of Malcolm in the Middle, but I watched a lot of episodes of reruns of it or whatever. And I've seen a lot of clips of it. And then kind of just out of nowhere, there was a reboot. And that's pretty cool. But like, yeah, it's... It's kind of like a feedback loop. They make... whenever, like, so... let's just say Hollywood. For this example, just Hollywood in general, they get a pitch for a new movie, and then, or a new show, and then they hit it with all these AI filters or all these like just the show comes together and like you can feel it's made in the 2020s, and it just doesn't feel like people are genuine, or it feels like they're just not as funny or whatever, right? And that doesn't perform well, okay? And then they come and they make a reboot of something, and it does perform well because people want to see the reboot of the thing they liked. And then they go and make something new and they put their Hollywood spin on it, and it doesn't perform well because they didn't let the artist make their show or their movie the way that the artist intended, right? And then they, you know, and then it performs poorly, so they're like, okay, we're gonna stop doing new things and we're going to just keep doing reboots. And that's where we're stuck with every Disney sequel, reboots of every show from your childhood. Just like, bro, come on. I don't believe it's because the people who are coming up with the ideas for these shows or the writers of these shows are doing a bad job. I feel like they are being hindered by their corporate overlords with the prospect of like being greenlit, you know, being too tied into, I mean, obviously they have to turn a profit, but like we did these focus groups, and if you make the character yellow or wear a yellow shirt, you know, like all of that kind of crap, rather than just letting the artist make the content they want, right? Absolutely pre-recorded. Absolutely pre-recorded. I'm glad you caught me. Actually, I sat down today with the intention of recording a 4-hour segment of Minecraft to upload that strictly as a live stream, and you had the big enough brain to see straight through it, dude. Yeah, One Piece, the creator insists on full control, or it wouldn't happen. That's exactly right. But the thing is just in American media, unless you're going to make it and then publish it on YouTube, there's really no way for an indie artist to retain that level of control. One exception, though, is VisiPop, I want to say her name is, with Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. She managed to get published, like she started on YouTube with Hell of a Boss, had the idea for Has Been Hotel, made the pilot, pitched that to Amazon, and got to make her show on Amazon, and it's in the same universe as Hell of a Boss, which is still being released on YouTube, but is also going to be simultaneously released on Amazon now. And it's like, that's sick. An artist actually getting a W. That's crazy. We've got about an hour left, or a little less than an hour of stream left today while we're digging this hole. And then obviously Markiplier, he had the absolute knockout success of Iron Lung in theaters and going completely independent there, and that's been great for him. And also the movie was great, and he's also physically mass producing DVDs or Blu-rays to sell of Iron Lung. Like, he physically has the DVD burners in the back of his videos, burning bulk DVDs to sell, because apparently the logistics are just easier to DIY it, which is insane. I mean, when you make $50 million, what's a couple, what's a few thousand, or what's a few multi-$1,000 DVD disc burners that you can do like 100 at a time? Like, yeah, he's gonna make his money back. I mean, he's already made his money, and he's gonna make more. Magic says we have to buy one of the physical discs. It'll probably end up on the shelf. Or it might end up in Magic's office, I don't know. What's up? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, we're doing good, chat. All those dripstone spikes over there, when we dig out the next layer, we're gonna just be absolutely bombarded with those, and my inventory is gonna fill up so quickly. That'll be nice. Well, not nice that I have to go into my inventory so often, but like, it'll be nice to get some dripstone. I still don't have a dripstone farm to this day. Maybe one day I'll get around to it. Maybe that's what I should put in the whole chat. Dig all this for a 1x1 dripstone farm. No, if I did a dripstone farm, it would be at the base, so that way I load it while I'm around there, you know? Like the squid farm just produces a butt ton of squid ink because I'm just around there so often. The bee farm, you know, for a long time the cactus farm relied on that, you know? Yeah, if I could find a sulfur biome that spawns on the surface, that would be sick. We were talking earlier about getting the new music disc that you can... Oh wait, you were probably here for that. Well, yeah, it's only clickbait. So far this month we've only got 30. I think that's updating. I don't know if that's accurate, actually. Yeah, it is accurate that we were at 30. Oh, you weren't here for the sulfur biome talks earlier? The hole is the goal. We've been digging this since early January, and this is the 60-second stream digging this hole. Oh, chat, did I tell you guys about my TNT idea? I want to get your opinion. Anyone? So, people in chat are always commenting TNT, right? I definitely could have Colonelbot count the number of times people say TNT within a given stream, and then maybe like the last thing I do at the end of stream is if, like, let's say people said TNT 47 times, right? Maybe I go grab 47 TNT out of a shulker box and I kind of just lay down a line and blow up 47 TNT just to end every stream until the hole is done, or something like that. It would be, I don't know if it would be against the spirit of digging a hole, or if it would be a fun way to interact with chat, you know? Though, I would want it... I don't know if I could limit it to, like, 1 per person. I don't know, you may have to start soon if you really want to use an accurate... It would be a per stream thing, right? So Colonelbot would count it, and we wouldn't put the counter on screen or anything like that, and definitely not in the shorts chat, because then people would literally just spend the entire stream spamming it. But, like, it would kind of just be an Easter egg kind of thing for people who are at the end of stream, where it's like, okay, we're starting bingo, let's go grab the TNT kind of deal, right? Seems like Gryson's... Greg Gryson likes it. Could try it for a while. Well, if I'm gonna set up the integration, I'm gonna write that on my to-do list for tomorrow. I spelled it wrong. I wrote TNT Canter. Yeah, whatever. The U, actually, it looks like CAI. The OU turned into an AI. Canter. Because I can just grab a full shulker box of TNT and bring it over here. You know.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
In the bowl-shaped hole to get you started. Where do you want it in the bowl-shaped hole? No, this is like on my things to do for tomorrow. I usually take the topics that are in Discord, if they're in Discord, and I write it on here. But also stuff that never makes it into Discord gets into there. Like posting my schedule every Monday and updating my mod pack, which is released today, but it's still pending, and that kind of stuff. Like, this is like the actual things I accomplish for a day. But I have written down 4 things to do for tomorrow, and I didn't accomplish 1 thing that I was supposed to do today, and I also didn't accomplish 2 things I was supposed to do Wednesday. So like, it doesn't all get done, but like, usually it does. Because this is the stuff that I work on during my work day, if I have the time to do it. It's not stuff that like I set time aside to do this. It's like if I have time throughout my work day to turn over and look at this computer for 30 minutes, what's something on the to-do list I can do? Oh wait, Mickey, where do you want it? Sorry. I know you now have to dig around the TNT until you get it done. We can put it close to the middle of the hole. Yeah, I totally forgot to grab your TNT. You want it like on this layer, just at the top, just like next to the beacon, maybe? Close to the beacon? All right. So the rule with these TNTs is you can place it anywhere in my world, and the only way for me to remove it is for me to blow it up. Otherwise, it has to stay there permanently. How's right here? Or do you want it down in the mine shaft? I don't know. You want it on these diamonds? Next to the mine cart? On the diamonds, deal. There it is. It's placed down. I cannot remove it other than blowing it up. All right. It's going to stay there, though. For now. I'll let it live in the world for a little while. But it will get blown up before the hole is over. Who knows? It might end up being like a big old floating piece of TNT. We just keep digging and leave it there. Who knows? Or if I do get the TNT counter set up tomorrow and we do the TNT thing, it might get triggered by the reaction of the other TNT and blown up with them. Who knows? I itched my foot, chat, and now it's itching again. This world's over 5.5 years old. Excuse you, chap. Ooh. Appreciate the follows. Chat, if you're new here, consider dropping a follow or subscribing on whatever platform you're watching on. I'm live 60 nights a week, most of which is in this hardcore Minecraft world. Digging a hole. Goodness. It's getting late and I'm getting tired. Got just over half an hour left tonight. Goodness me. What have you been up to, LeBron? If you're still here. Oh, I've found stacks of diamonds so far. I have not been keeping count. I think I summoned him with the talk about converting the server to Fabric. He probably just dipped after the conversation was over. Yeah, it seems like that's what happened. I feel like that's what happened. Oh, I do see there has been activity in the SMP paper to Fabric. What is this screenshot? Is that Mars? I'll have to take a look at that. Maybe I can find time next week. I did pull a full backup of the SMP before I updated it to 26.1. So hopefully. So I mean, I can always pull another full backup again. That's great. A bunch of those are performance. Do I want to know what the one you have crossed out is? You know, you cross out one mod from your list and it's gonna make me think. Kind of server is Grayson running? He's secretly mining Bitcoin from everyone who joins his server. Do you still? I assume you don't have your Bisect server anymore. Then, if you're hosting one on a crappy old computer, you can pet friendly mobs. Okay, so it's just not relevant. You don't. Yeah, I figured as much. Huh. I was about to ask where he came from, and then that guy answered my question. He gone. Okay. Despawned or fell in the hole? I don't know. Oh, he back. Let's try and keep chat English only, please. Nah, dude. How could I get bored of digging a hole? I'm having a great time. And we have been doing this for months. Yeah, we started this in January. Today is the 60-second stream digging this hole. Not consecutive, but... Someone's gotta dig this hole. We're getting there, though. Making good progress. We're the closest to bedrock that we've ever been. Oh, it's almost time for bingo, chat. 2 more minutes. Nah, dude. Just grinding. Oh yeah, that's what chat's here too. Chat keeps me sane. Well, I don't know if sane's the right word. Good. We're chewing through all these boxes in there. Despite trying really hard, he's still sane. Yeah. Yeah. When is my partner anniversary this year, though? Maybe I should start thinking about it. It's not going to be a subathon, but like, what if we had a subathon alternative, right? A weekendathon or whatever we want to call it. When is that? Partner. Channel settings. Featured content. No. Stream events. All right. 8/3, August 3rd, 2026. What day of the week is August 3rd, chat? Not giveaway. I was thinking more of like maybe a 24-hour stream with a timer, and then like what if I go live like on a Friday immediately after, like I go live Friday at 9 normal time, and then I do it with 24 hours on the clock, and then I could go live theoretically. I could stay live until Sunday at midnight or something like that. Sunday 1 a.m. With obviously a sleep in the middle, maybe, or we have a goal to unlock a second 24 hours or something like that. I don't know. I need to start thinking of an option there. It's a Monday. Yeah, so you can do your partner anniversary stream anytime within 2 weeks before or after that date. But my actual partner anniversary is August 3rd, 2023, I believe. Maybe start Saturday morning and do a no sleep counter, but it's got to be hard to add time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What's up? We'll have to figure that out. I feel like that's the whole point of subathons for me, is to just stream until I have to sleep and then wake up and stream. Like that's how I've always ran them in the past, and that's what I like doing, you know. One thing I do wish that, oh, I need to start bingo. One thing I do wish is that I could do differently, but like I'm not going to, is like, oh, when I get up and take a break, like bring a camera with me while I go make dinner or whatever. But like I wouldn't do that unless like I was, you know, my kids weren't home and all the pictures of my family was taken down or something like that, you know. Bingo's live, chat. You have about 5 minutes to get your bingo cards. What I need is an entire apartment as an office. Yeah, I don't want to. I absolutely don't want to put my kids on stream, and I don't want to. Magic doesn't want to appear on stream. I wouldn't have a problem if she wanted to or not. That's her decision. She's old enough to make that decision on her own, and she's made that decision to not. But my kids are not old enough to make that decision, and I am not going to make that decision for them now. Use Grayson's house. Heck yeah, dude. I'm sure Grayson would be absolutely okay with me, you know, streaming from his house 24/7 for like a week or two. Got your oldest DJI Mini 4K drone. It's really awesome, but found out you have to get certified to fly any size drone. It's under the weight for registration, but still need to take a course. Oh, wait, really? I didn't know that. I have a drone. I've never taken I've never taken a course. I have to come clean first though. Oh boy. It was in his contract. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. LeBron will clean your house, Grayson, if you let me stream in your house. That I feel like there is no downside for Grayson here. LeBron cleaning service, Colonel streaming service. Yeah. I have a really cheap drone, not a DJI or anything like that, that I flew around, but I had no idea about like needing to be certified for it. I've had it for like a decade. I've only flown it a handful of times. And I believe I killed it last time I flew it, so. I have no estimate for how long this will take. And I don't wish to make estimates, because that'll only lead to disappointment. We're here to dig the hole until the hole is done. Yeah, yeah. I've always I've always wanted to get into flying drones or RC planes or stuff like that. That's always been a fascination of mine. RC planes existed before drones, right? As a kid, I really wanted to fly RC planes and stuff. I had a couple, but I could never keep them in the air. And they were like the foam ones with like little, like 9-volt or 12-volt motors on them. Nothing powerful, but like I couldn't. It always seemed like because they were so small and so underpowered that the wind, no matter how still it was, the wind would overpower them and just smash them into the ground. And that's how my little drone is too. Is just hard to control because of the wind, if there's any at all. And I couldn't ever, I don't think I could ever see myself building a $600 RC plane just to have one flight and it smashes, you know. Yeah, I have seen some of his stuff, Grayson. I used to follow him before COVID when he bought the Freedom Factory and stuff like that. I followed him all through that arc. That was awesome. Like I was watching him, me and Aerolane, who pops into chat very infrequently nowadays. But he and I were watching all of his content, and then he bought the Freedom Factory and we were like geeking out over that whole stuff. Dropped a 10K drone the other day at work. Oh my god. It lost comms and fell from the sky. Well, if it was for work, I assume you had insurance on it, or is it just a tax write-off at that point? Does DJI make $10,000 drones? Oh, low pick. Yo, it's time to start bingo anyway. Hey, Magic's here. She's playing bingo. All right, chat, the numbers are being called. Oh, Magic, we need to brainstorm a little bit about the subathon alternative if we do book our vacation. Chat's had a couple good ideas. I know, shocking. It was a tax write-off. Yeah, I think it'd be incredibly hard to justify an insurance claim. I don't know, $10,000 though. But for your business insurance though, it's got to be incredibly high, and like 10,000, you wouldn't want it to go up. All right, let's look at our progress. Honestly, chat, I think we were about this far away from the hole in this direction at the beginning of stream. So, you know, we made progress, but these were the longest layers, the most tedious ones to dig, and there's been no caves. So yeah, here we go. Uncle Sam doesn't go up, exactly, yeah. Well. He doesn't go off because of your he doesn't go up because of your write-offs, but he goes up. He could go way up. From the sounds of what I'm hearing, it sounds like our taxes are gonna go way up real soon. Someone's writing checks that taxpayers gotta cash. Or someone's cashing checks to the taxpayers gotta write or something. I don't know, like that. Property taxes are what's killing you? Yeah, my property taxes are incredibly high. I agree with that. I agree with that. Abjuranax wins. Right in time for us to get home. Whoa, walked the wrong way through the portal. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Grayson's booing because Abjuranax is one of the very few people that can that are not playing catch up with Grayson and are actually ahead of Grayson. So that's funny. All right, Abjuranax, let me pull up the sheet, but we all know what you got. Abjuranax, you have red nether bricks. You've won 68. This is your 69th W. Heck yeah, dude. That's an awesome number. You're never allowed to win again, but I've said that a few times to you. Today is your last victory was stream 1106, and today is stream 1124. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go get you your red nether brick. He wins all the time. Well, he plays all the time. Is that the wrong command? What? Oh, is Colonelbot not here? Oh, Colonelbot shut down. Uh-oh. When did that happen? Man, I just slept and it looks like it's bright enough to be a thunderstorm. Or dark enough to be a thunderstorm. All right. GG Abjuranax on your dub with the red nether brick. Dang, this is a dense red nether brick section here. 2 on 1 tower and 1 on 2 towers, all right next to each other. Do we have any diamonds to burn today? Colonelbot's asking for an update. No diamonds to burn today. But chat, !partner plus if you want to learn how to help us hit this goal and get a diamond burnt in your honor. Thank you for that, Mickey. All right. Then that's going to be it for the night, chat. Heck yeah. Well, actually... nothing. Get all this stuff to put away. Okay. Now we're easily ready to wrap up for the night. Heck yeah. How many netherite do I have? A lot. All right, chat. That's going to be it for the day, my dudes. Oh, good progress digging a hole. I'll be back again tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, continuing to dig the hole, but tomorrow will be a short stream. Oh, did you hit another ingot, Grayson? Okay, update your 500 club room. And maybe sometime next week I'll make time to like do that, and maybe if I start telling everyone now that next week I'll do a 500 club room day, maybe a few people will come out of the woodwork and update their 500 club rooms in the meantime. So !watch time, chat, if you want to be checking on your 500 club room statuses. That's always good to keep an update on if you got one or if you're trying to get one. But where was I going with this, chat? Right, let's see who's live to send over a raid to tonight. Maybe you'll actually create a room for next week? Yes, Mickey. Do it. Oh, I see one person that I feel like raiding, but I keep... All right, yeah, we're going to send a raid over to Zesty. Zesty, my bestie. It's been a while since I've interacted with Zesty that isn't through a raid. But oh man, me and him used to chat all the time in each other's streams. So yeah, chat. Here is a raid message for you to copy and paste when you get into his channel. His hardcore world's sick. I recommend you guys stick around and have a look see at what he's doing. If you aren't a subscriber, just copy the words from the message and put something there to let him know you want to have a wonderful time. Like I said, I'll be live again tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with some more massive hardcore Minecraft. But thank you guys for all the channel point redemptions. Thank you for the follows across all the platforms. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok. Thank you for everyone being here across all the platforms. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.